Joseph, a character that was once a homeless turtle who was also a pretty nice guy, who somehow turned into a black stereotype. And you might be wondering, how the hell did we get here? Well, before we can talk about that, we gotta go right at the very beginning, folks. When Joseph was first introduced, I don't even think he was called Joseph. He was just one of Bowser's lackeys, but that didn't stick for that long, as he became much younger, thereby making him young enough to be one of Junior's friends. To be honest, his character wasn't all that special for a little while. It was just sort of somebody to be dumb with Junior to make Cody stand out more as a straight man. However, for what it was, it definitely worked, and it made it way more entertaining. Even if his character wasn't much, I still like Joseph, you couldn't hate my boy. However, I think what truly defined his character is when his mom got gruesomely murdered, which might have been him doing it while he was sleepwalking. We will never know. When this happened, my guy was poor. He went from rags to he went from riches to rags. Bro got no money, and he had to live in a trailer, and it resulted in a ton of funny gags of him having to eat some nasty bugs. This is probably why I'm not a spoiled person, because I was just lucky that I wasn't out here eating bugs like Joseph. P.S. by the way, there's nothing wrong with eating cooked seasoned bugs, but there is something wrong with eating just raw bugs. Guys, be grateful. You could be Joseph eating bugs, but no, instead you're comfortably sitting and watching the most goated YouTuber ever. However, again, he was still probably one of the most unimportant main characters, and he wasn't featured too long in the episode. Sure, he was in almost every single episode, but he really didn't play that much of a role because he was voiced by, okay, if I'm being frank, I don't remember any of their names or nothing, so to me this guy's the black one. He was voiced by the black voice actor, and the black voice actor just so happened to voice Chef Pee-Pee. And if you watch the show, you know that Chef Pee-Pee's in there a lot. So whenever they would have Chef Pee-Pee be implemented in the plot, Joseph would either be like, "I'm out of here, dudes," or they would just have him die that episode. Saying that though, he should probably remain grateful. I mean, like, come on, bruh. At least he was more of an important character of Toad. Hell, I'd argue you replaced him. Oh yeah, he was voiced by a black guy. That's important for some reason. You see, sometimes they would have this gag where Joseph, who was clearly played by a black guy, would be able to do black stereotypes, like being good at basketball and being good at basketball. These were funny gags. He'd be like, cause he's voiced by a black guy. I see what you did there. Although, after a while, we're gonna see how they took that a bit too far. Hey, there were some episodes where he actually did have some kind of importance, albeit rare episodes. However, when did that all change? We gotta flash forward a bit to one of the biggest bumps in Joseph's character. The twist that he wasn't actually poor at all. You see, how I said that Joseph might have killed his mom? Well, turns out his mom was alive the whole time, but she just left him, which, damn, that's gotta stink. So, although Joseph led everybody to believe that he was poor, in reality, he had racks on racks. He lived in a whole ass mansion, which, to the writer's credit, it did explain why he always wanted to leave. Now, believe it or not, but I don't actually think that this was even the start of his downfall. I did want to mention it though, because a lot of people do think it was, but to be honest, the way I view it, because they never mention it again, you could just in your head decide if it's canon or not. For a while I did, because I like the thought of Joseph finally having a home. But now I realize that kind of ruins his whole character. So yeah, make the kid homeless. However, the real bump in the road for old buddy Joseph, like most other SML characters, can be traced back to the redesigns. For Joseph's redesign, it was definitely the most definitive, because it was when they finally confirmed that yes, Joseph is black. That's when they used the human race thing on him. He turned black with even a basketball shirt on his. Man, they trying too hard at this point. Although this change doesn't look like too much, it was definitely a slow process. So slow that at first I didn't even notice the character change until somebody pointed it out to me. But after a while, he just became a black stereotype. Not as strong as Black Yoshi, but definitely a stereotype. Unlike my subscribers subscribers. Hey, yo, we almost at 400. Come on, please, just subscribe. Also, like and comment and share, please. I'm begging you, please. I would really like it. Now, back in the day when it was totally fine for white dudes to say the N-word, Junior, the main character, went up to a bunch of black people and said the N-word, and then he got beaten out of him. However, back then, Joseph didn't care. Again, it was just an occasional gag. But nowadays, when Junior said the N-word, but which, by the way, when Junior said the N-word when he was like 7 years old, look, okay, that's passable. I've met a ton of 7-year-olds who have said the N-word and not really knowing what it means, you know. It's pretty racist. You know, they don't know it's racist. But like, bruh, Junior saying the N-word now all of a sudden he's starting to call Junior out on it. And you might be like, okay, any black guy would do that. Well, that's not my only point. He started to become really good at basketball, and there are a ton of episodes where he's just accusing people of being racist. Like the time he thought Cody said the N-word when he really didn't.
Just pull it inward.
Whoa! What the hell, dude? Cody, what was that about?
What? I just said just pull it inward.
Oh, he said it again! You're calling Joseph the N-word.
No, I mean like bring it inward.
Oh, you want me to bring it? I'll bring it. Put your hands up. Let's fight.
Well, no, I don't want to fight.
And he's like, oh, it's because I'm black. It's because I'm... No. In my opinion, those people in real life are just some of the most annoying people. And this character type doesn't work on Joseph at all and just makes him come off as annoying. We already had Black Yoshi to do this. Why don't you just use Black Yoshi? It's much more funny coming out of a character that you're not supposed to take seriously than a character that was once good. That's kind of this whole video. Joseph turned black and then his character was ruined. The end. Harlow, that's my friend. He wanted me to say his name. Anyway, comment of the day. Wow. At the time of me recording this, my most recent video is why spaghetti is the best food ever. And the best comment on there is by Presscages1848, who comments, no. What do you mean, no? So you're telling me that steak, pizza, burger, worse than spaghetti? Listen, I think that's like my second favorite, but not my first. And I love your videos. Look, this is what we call stating your opinion. And I said, well, thanks. I respect your opinion, but nah, pasta better. Also, steak, pizza, and burgers are still valid. Hey, you know, this video being short is a pretty nice break, because again, I just edited that whole Sniper Wolf video a few weeks back, so it's nice to have a shorter video to edit. Anyway, bye.